How cool is that? Isn't that cool? Works pretty good. Hey everyone. There's no coffee in that cup. There's coffee in this cup. Hey everyone. I woke up this morning feeling very refreshed. The migraine last night was no fun. Migraines suck, guys. If you don't suffer from them, you're very lucky. Or I'm very unlucky, one of the two. That's alright. We wouldn't want it to be easy, would we? It has to be some kind of shit to make it hard. Being an Iron Man can't be super easy, or what are we doing here? Anyway, woke up feeling very refreshed this morning. Still a little bit, weird from a migraine. But got the lights turned down in here. The good thing about having a migraine is I don't have to wait through my workout in order to start working in the morning. So I'm gonna open up Fusion 360 here and just take it at a nice even keeled pace and work through the stuff. I didn't really get a chance to show you this last night, but here is the finger, and there's some stuff in here that I missed, but it's keeping it from bending all the way down. But it would go in just like that. It's a middle finger piece, actually more precisely for this finger, because this one's got a swollen joint. This finger has a swollen joint. You see it? So I flip you off with both fingers. You see how that one's bigger? Maybe. There we go. You see it? See how it's bigger? That kicked in martial arts. I open-handed a kick, and I got kicked right there. I grabbed my finger, grabbed it, and I walked off to the side of the mat. And I already knew what my finger was going to look like before I looked at it. But then I looked at it, and this finger was about this short. And I'll do the x-ray up on screen for shits and giggles, but it got kicked, and I'll throw it up right now. And I got kicked, and it popped up to here, and it really sucked. This is why when you block a kick in ninjutsu, closed hand, or if you have to open with an open hand, you do it like this. Strong knife hand, but usually fist. Anyway, let's make some fingers, shall we? That way we don't get them kicked out of joint. Alright, so I got 3D print going. I've been working today. I've got 4 fingers done. I still have to do the thumb, but I'm pretty much there on the hand. Let me show you guys what I've been working on. Alright, so here is the hand. Pretty neat, huh? So I started here on this one, and then I went to this one, and then I went to this one. So middle, ring, pinky, and then here. And as you can see, this one right here was the first one I did, and it's really wonky because it's also, by the way, that one. Well, this, I can't find it, but this is the one I showed you guys last night. And so I took this one, I pulled it out like a bunch of different pieces. And then what I did over here is I pulled this out as one large piece and this out as one large piece. So essentially from the same sketch, I pulled one and then cut all the horizontal parts, and then I pulled the other one and cut the other parts, and then I put the caps on the end. So these all start off really bricky and square. And then this is the most recent one I've done right here. And this one I gave a nice rounded shape to, like that. So that should give you an idea. That's the 3D printer starting. So I'm trying to print this right here, but as you see, if you don't know much about 3D printers, it's really difficult to 3D print if you don't have them on a flat surface. So sometimes they do it in software, but it doesn't work very well, where they add struts to it. So what I did is I took this over here and I added these struts to those two index finger pieces right here. So those struts give this a nice flat surface, and they support the loop right here, and then they'll just be broken off and sanded down after. And that's how I'm planning on putting this all together. So so we'll see on that. But we'll see if that works, and I'll show you guys if it does. If it doesn't, I'll come back on to end the vlog. But these are more like a journal. These are more of a journal, like an archive of me as I become Iron Man, than they are a vlog. Like, I'm still making, trying to make entertaining content and stuff too, but this really is a journey. It's a log of my journey to become Iron Man. Mostly. And then every now and then I'll do a more interesting video, I think. And, there'll be interesting stuff, I think, dispersed throughout. But I have a pretty interesting video set up for tomorrow. So that's coming. Now remember, all these 3D printed parts aren't going to be just plastic on the suit. They're going to be composite reinforced, and they should actually be stronger than the steel.
So I'll check back in a few minutes with you guys and see if the 3D print comes out. And then after I finish this, I'm going to take the day off, because if you can't tell by the way I look, I'm so tired. My head is still kind of wonky from having a migraine, and I plan to chill just as soon as possible. These 3D prints came out pretty good. The little struts I made worked well on them. So I'm gonna go take them to the garage. I'm gonna bring you guys with me, because I want you to be all alone up here in my office by yourselves, would we? And I'm gonna clean these up, and then we'll have one little finger to look at, part of one finger. Don't mind all the candy. It's from my Avengers pinata. There's Iron Man. All right. Alright, my camera died in the middle of that. Let's blame it on the new batteries and not on the fact that I forgot to have a battery. Anyway, look at it. It's pretty cool, huh? Look, let me get some exciting shots of it working here. So there we go, and then like that. How cool is that? Isn't that cool? Works pretty good. So these parts will be 3D printed like this, and then I'm going to meticulously go over, probably with super glue. I think super glue is probably the best way to do it. Super glue is one of the strongest materials. It really is a super material. It's called super glue. It is actually a super material. This one actually articulates all the way down to 45, as opposed to, just for comparison, this is, by the way, this is why I'm doing 3 drafts, because you see this? This was draft 1. This piece of garbage is all blocky and only goes to there because I just completely overlooked some part of it and I did it rushed. This right here was draft 1. This could essentially be considered draft 4. Now we're only planning on doing 3 drafts, but we could do another one if we had to. But look how much more clean it looks. They were pulled out of a solid piece that were then, the holes were cut into them. It goes all the way down. It drops all the way down to 45 degrees, which allows you to completely close your hand. It actually feels pretty comfortable to like make a fist in. I actually like the way it feels. It feels powerful, which is exactly what I want. Now, just so you know how I'm planning on doing this, is there's gonna be fabric that's gonna be glued in between here. Glued or in some other manner of, glue is very permanent, but it'll be like Kevlar across there. So some very strong fabric, and that'll actually allow you to have tactile feel in your hand, because if you put metal over this, you literally lose the ability to feel anything. And we don't want that. Even though Iron Man, it looks like he has full metal on his hands. If you actually, one of the other things they get wrong in his suit is he has absolutely no ability to articulate his thumb to do opposition. He has no way to do opposition with his thumb because he's got a solid plate in here, and it's like literally just like goes up to here. There's like no way he can move his thumb. The suits they make in the movies are flexible. That's why he's actually able to move his thumb. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some kind of fabric across here, and then all of this is gonna be painted the same color as the shiny polished metal of the suit will be. So this will be, it'll be sanded up, and you won't even be able to, it'll be just as shiny as the rest of the suit. And then I'll also use an airbrush. I'm probably gonna get an airbrush to do it, and I'll probably also airbrush the base fabric as well, so that'll also be shiny to give it a kind of a cool, neat space age look. But I'm really happy with the way this came out. I think this just is really nice and lovely. Eventually what we're going to need is some compression armor in there. That may even be something I try to get in on this one. But it's looking good. It's very close. I'm really happy with the way the struts came out on it to support it. This makes me happy. This is why I do what I do, because this right here really, it's very lovely. It's very lovely. I can't wait until I have this is just one finger. It reminds me of that scene in Iron Man 3 when they break off his finger on accident. This just makes me happy, and it's just one finger. Imagine how it's going to be when I have the entire suit. That's gonna be cool. So yesterday's video was I made an exo finger. Today I really made an exo finger. This is the real exo finger right here. But yes. Peace, guys. You have a good one. Also, we're calling it. It's a little bit sloppy, as you can see, evident of the thumb poking through the exoskeleton there, but we are going to call it. That is done with the phalanges and done with the hand. Moving on to the legs. I got an exciting video planned for tomorrow, but we're moving on to the legs. We're going to finish draft 1, and we are going to build the fucking Mark 1. Hell yeah.